Hello everyone, welcome to our mathematics class. In our previous video we have solved up to exercise, or we have tried to complete cover up exercise 1.4, 1.5, something like that. That means chapter 1. Yes, 1.5 up to 1.5 we tried to cover. Now in this video we are going to start polynomials, that is chapter 2 of class 9. Okay, so be ready for the class. Polynomials, the basic ideas you have already learned in your former classes. That means class 7, 8 you have already learned about the polynomials, basic concepts. Now here before beginning the class, let me introduce once again the polynomials once again. First of before starting polynomial, let us understand what are constant. Okay, constant, then variables, after that algebraic expressions, then polynomial we will start. In this class we are going to learn about what are constant, what are variables, then what is algebraic expressions, then what are polynomials. After that we will learn what are coefficient, what are the degrees of polynomial, etc. I will try to cover in this class the basic understanding related to polynomials. Okay, so constant. What is constant? A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called constant. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called constant. Constant. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. Say for example, you can have say 5. This is a symbol. We read the symbol as 5 and it has a fixed numerical value, that is 5. Okay, then when we say 7, it is a constant. Okay, because it has a fixed numerical value, it is a symbol used for a fixed numerical value, that is 7. Alright, then -1, -3, etc. These all are constant. These kind of terms are called constant in the mathematics. Alright, then variables. What are variables now? What are variables? A symbol which may be assigned different numerical values is called variable. Okay, a symbol which can be assigned different numerical value, which can have variable values, that means more than one value, okay, are called variables. Variable, A-B-L-E-S. Suppose x, what its value can be. X may have different value, it may have value 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may have. Alright, so x is called a variable. Similar way, y is a variable. So in English alphabet, these letters are used to indicate variables. Okay, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever. These alphabets can be used to assign variable. Alright, variables are those quantities which may have varied values, which may have more than one values. Alright, these are called variables. These are called constant. These are called variables. They may be assigned more than one values. That's why these are called variables. Clear? Constant and variable. Constant and variable. And in mathematics, if we combine constant and variable together by means of some mathematical operator like plus, minus, subtraction, addition, etc. So if we combine them, if we write them together, then it is called what? Algebra. Alright, algebra. What are algebraic expression then? The combination of constant and variables connected by some or all operations like plus, minus, into, division, etc. is known as algebraic expressions. So if we write them, like suppose x is a variable plus 5 is a constant. If we write them together, then it is called algebraic expression. This is called algebraic expression. Clear? Then suppose we can write like this also, 5x plus 7y. This is called, what is this? This is also algebraic expression, because these constant and variables are written together in this way. See, this is 5 is constant, variable it is multiplied with 5. Y is variable here, y is multiplied with 7, it is a constant. Alright, and they are added together by or combined together by a symbol, that is plus. So if we write them like these, then also these are called algebraic expression. These are also called algebraic expression. So these are constant. Hope you have understood. Constant. These are variables. Constant will have a fixed value. They are the symbols used for fixed values, and these are the variables. Variables can have varied values, more than one value. Suppose x. What is the definite value of x? No one knows. It may have any value. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, 200, 300, whatever it value can be. Then similar way y also is a variable. It can have more than one values, right? And when this constant and variables written together like this by means of some mathematical operators like plus, minus, multiply, division, whatever, if we write them together, then these kind of expressions are called what? Algebraic expressions. Alright, now what are polynomials then? Polynomials are also algebraic expressions, or special type of expressions. Okay, polynomials are also algebraic expressions, but these are a special type of algebraic expressions. So what type of algebraic expressions these are? Let us understand in this session. What are polynomials then? You can write the definition of polynomial as an algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only non-negative integral power. Whatever the variables involved, they will have a non-negative integral power. That means the powers are the whole numbers. Suppose this is an expression I have said, right? Whether this is a polynomial or not, for which you have to see the power on the variable. What is the power on the variable here? Nothing is given. Nothing means always there will be 1. If the power on the variable is a whole number, that means it may be 0, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it may be. Okay, if the power is non-negative integral number, then it is a polynomial. Clear? Any algebraic expression cannot be the polynomial. Polynomial are the special type of algebraic expression. What type of algebraic expression? You need to look at check the power on the variables. If the power on the variables are whole numbers, then definitely such algebraic expressions are termed as the polynomial. Alright, so there are different types of polynomials we will discuss in this session. Okay. So hope you have understood polynomials. Polynomials are the special type of algebraic expressions in which the variables involved will have non-negative integral powers. All right, non-negative integral powers. We will now discuss some algebraic expression. Suppose 5x cube minus 4x square minus 6x minus 3, whether it is a polynomial or not. How to know whether given this expression, this algebraic expression is a polynomial or not? What to do? What to see? Yes, we need to check the power on the variable. The power on the variable, if these are non-negative numbers, remember, the power should not be negative. The power can be 0, power can be 1, 2, 3, 100, 200, 300, whatever the exponent, whatever this may be, but they must not be any fraction. These must not be any negative number. They cannot be negative number. Clear? If the powers are whole numbers, then it will be a polynomial. Now check it. Can you determine the power, whether the powers are the whole numbers or not? Yes, these are the whole number. This is also whole number. What is the power on this variable? Yes, there is nothing. Nothing means there will always be 1. So it is also a whole number. What is the variable here? Is there any variable? Of course not. There is no variable. You can imagine a variable here. Suppose x to the power 0 you can imagine. Okay, because anything to the power 0 is always equals to 1, isn't it? So x to the power 0 you can imagine. If you are imagining like that, then even it is a whole number, because 0 is a whole number. So since the power on the variables are whole numbers, this algebraic expression is a polynomial. Definitely it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because the power on the variables are whole numbers. Very good, you have understood. Now next, one more question we are going to consider, that is 9y to the power 4 plus 6y to the power 3 plus 10y square minus 8y plus 2 upon 5. Whether it is a polynomial or not? Yes, it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial now? Because here the variable is y. Variable is y, and power on the variables are all these are whole numbers. Okay, since the power on the variables are whole number, it is a polynomial in one variable. This is also a polynomial in one variable, since the variable is only x. That is why polynomial in one variable. Okay, a polynomial can be written as more than one variable also. Then this is also a polynomial in one variable because the variable is only y in all these terms. Alright, and moreover, power on the variables are the whole numbers. That's why these are also polynomial in one variable. So this is also a polynomial. Why this is a polynomial? Because power on the variables is, all these powers on the variables are whole numbers. Clear? So hope you have enjoyed and you have understood the polynomials now. Let us take one more example. You also try to say whether this is a polynomial, or not. And if it is a polynomial, what type of polynomial it is, you will try to say. Okay? All together, get ready. Hope you all are ready. 6x cube y plus 5xy square. Whether it is a polynomial or not, try to identify. Yes, very good. It is a polynomial also because the variables have the power whole numbers. So okay, but is it a polynomial in two variables or one variable? Yes, it is a polynomial in two variables because there are two variables in, one is x and the other is y. Okay, these two were the examples of the polynomial in one variable. This is the polynomial in variable x only, and this is the polynomial of variable y, only one. But here in this case, this is a polynomial, but it has two variables, that is one is x and the other is y. So it is a polynomial in two variables. The upper two are polynomials in one variable. Clear? And the power on the variables, look at power on the variable, power on x is, it is a whole number, power on x is, it is cube, that is whole number, power on this y is, nothing is there, that means 1, so it's a whole number. Power on this x is a whole number, power on this y is also a whole number. So it is also a polynomial in two variables. Clear? Now one more example let us take. You try to answer me whether it is a polynomial in one variable, two variable, three variable or not, whether it is polynomial or not. Okay, now tell me whether it is a polynomial or not. Yes, very good. Your time starts now. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very good. It is also a polynomial or not? Not. Why it is not a polynomial? Because the one of this variable has power which is a fraction. Okay, and any algebraic expression having the power on the variable as a fraction cannot be categorized as polynomial. Remember, okay, it's a very important clue. The power on this variable is a fraction, and when it is a fraction, if there is a fraction as the power on the variable, so it cannot be a polynomial. It can be a whole algebraic expression. It is algebraic expression, but it cannot be polynomial because polynomials are special type of algebraic expressions where the power on the variables are positive. Yes, whole numbers, that means, okay, positive numbers. Can it be a polynomial then? Our answer is no. Why it is not a polynomial then? It is not a polynomial because power on this variable x, power on this variable x is, it is a fraction, 3 upon 2, 3 by 2, that is a fraction. Alright, so it cannot be a polynomial. Clear? So to be a polynomial, any algebraic expression can be polynomial if it has the power on the variable as whole number. Clear? Non-negative, any whole number, that means. So up to here, I think you have understood the concept related to polynomials. Now what are the coefficients in these polynomials? You can see, let me maximize the size so that you can understand it far better way. Okay, wait, yes, here. What are the coefficient and what are the constant term? Let us understand the coefficients and constant part of the polynomials. Look at in this polynomial, this is a polynomial, very easily you can answer it because power on the variables are the whole numbers, that is okay, clear. Now with this variable 5 is a constant part which is multiplied with the variable. Any numerical part which is multiplied with the variable except the power, okay, any numerical part which is multiplied with this variable excluding the power, okay, this numerical part or any part which is multiplied with this variable is called coefficient. What? Coefficient. So what is the coefficient of x cube here? The coefficient of x cube in this polynomial is 5. What is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square is -4. Yes, what is it? -4. What is the coefficient of x in the first polynomial? That is -6. What is the coefficient of x? That is -6. Clear? What is the coefficient of x to the power 0? Yes, that is -3, or x to the power 0 is equals to 1. So what is the constant part here? This is -3. -3 is the constant part. Since there is no variables attached with it, so -3 is a constant part, not a coefficient. But -6 as the variable part is attached with it, so coefficient of x is -6. What is the coefficient of x squared? That is -4. What is the coefficient of x cube? That is 5. So let us try in the next case. What is the coefficient? If I ask you what is the coefficient of y to the power 4? Yes, the coefficient of y to the power 4 is 9. The coefficient of y cube is 6. The coefficient of y square is 10. Well, the coefficient of y is -8. Clear? Negative sign is there, then you have to mention whether it is -8, -7, -5, -6, whatever you have to mention. If there is positive sign, you need not to, because if you are not mentioning even positive 10 or +10, it will be positive, right? But if there is minus, you have to mention minus sign. आप लोगों को बोलना है कि -5, -6, -10 क्या है. अगर माइनस नहीं है तो प्लस आपको नहीं कहना है, क्योंकि नहीं कहने से भी वो प्लस ही हो जाता है. That is why what is the coefficient of y? That is -8. Coefficient of y square, that is +10. You need not to say plus, only 10 you say. Then y cube. What is the coefficient of y cube? That is 6. What is the coefficient of y to the power 4? That is 9. Clear? Very good. Now in the next question, here in this case, what is the constant part? Constant part where there is no variable attached. Constant part will be that part of polynomial or that part of algebraic expression where there is no variable attached. Now can you see any such type of terms? Yes, definitely this is that part where there is no such variables attached. Clear? So what this part is known as? That is constant part. What? Constant. What? Constant. Clear? Now in this question, in this equation, let us see, in this expression, let us see what is this. Very good. It is what? Yes, it is a constant part. Because why it is a constant part? Because there is no such variables attached. No x is attached with it, no y is attached with it, no z is attached with it. So it is a what? It is a constant part. Now what is x square? Its coefficient. X square, its coefficient is 3. Okay, what is the coefficient of x square? That is 3. What is the coefficient of x cube? Interesting. Now coefficient of x cube, excluding x cube, whatever is there, excluding x cube. अगर आप लोगों को यहाँ पे x क्यूब का कोएफिशिएंट पूछा गया है तो excluding x क्यूब कुछ भी है यहाँ पे, क्या क्या है? Whatever you have seen here, -6 and y. So -6y. So what is the coefficient of x cube here? Coefficient of x cube is -6y. Not only the numerical part, excluding that particular variable. Whatever is there, all will come under the coefficient. Clear? Now if I ask you the same as what is the coefficient of y here in this case? The coefficient of y को छोड़ करके जितना भी है, that is -6x cube is the coefficient of y in this case. So hope you have understood. In the next term, that is 5xy cube. Look at 5xy cube, y square. If I ask you what is the coefficient of y square, what is the coefficient of y square? Excluding y square, whatever is there is called the coefficient of y square. That is 5x. If I ask you the same question as what is the coefficient of x only, so coefficient of y x will be, yes, excluding x, whatever is there, whatever you can see is the coefficient. That is 5y square. Clear? So in this way you will try to find out or separate out the coefficient and the constant part of a given expression. Clear? So hope you have understood the coefficient part and the constant part of a given polynomial. Now let us understand more on this. Let us understand the degree of the polynomial. Clear? on top it is still written 3.5. Look at, because I was taking class 10 chapter 3.5, exercise 3.5. It will be chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. After here, hope you have understood the polynomial. What is the variable, what is the constant part, what are called polynomials, then what is the coefficient, what are the constant term. Hope you have understood up to here. Now next, let us understand degree of a polynomial. Okay, in case of polynomial in one variable, the highest power on the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. All right, degree of the polynomial, let us understand. D-E-G-R-E-E, degree of polynomial. Polynomials. If a polynomial is carrying only one variable, that means polynomial in one variable, then degree of such polynomial is the power on the variable. Direct the power on the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. That's it. Suppose, one example I am considering here, suppose 6x cube plus 7x square minus 8x plus 3. Whether it is a polynomial or not, definitely it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Yes, because the power on the variable are the whole numbers. That's it. Now, what is the degree of the polynomial? You have to check the power. What is the highest power on the variable? The highest power, the maximum power on the variable in the case of polynomial in one variable. Polynomials in one variable. This is a polynomial in one variable or not? ये एक one variable वाला polynomial है या नहीं है? Yes, it is. Why? Because there is a variable only x. अगर एक ही variable है, then it is a polynomial in one variable. In that case, in that situation, the highest power on the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. Here, what can you see? The highest power on the variable. Power कहाँ पे देखना है? Variable के ऊपर. 6, 7, 8, 3 इनके ऊपर power क्या है? We have to ignore. वेरिएबल के ऊपर पावर क्या है, x के ऊपर पावर क्या है, y के ऊपर पावर क्या है, we have to check only for that one. So what is the maximum power you can see? Yes, the maximum power can be seen is 3. So degree of this polynomial will be 3. So what is the degree of the polynomial? Highest power on the, in case of the polynomial in one variable, the highest power on the variable are called or is called the degree of the polynomial. Clear? So this is a polynomial in degree. What is the degree of this polynomial? This is 3. Okay, if the degree on the variable is or if the degree of a polynomial is 3, then such type of polynomials are known as cubic polynomial. What type of polynomial? Cubic polynomial. So cubic, C-U-B-I-C, cubic polynomial. Polynomial. Now question may be asked in the examination, what are a cubic polynomial? A polynomial having the degree 3. Okay, a polynomial having degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. A polynomial having degree 3, degree means highest power on the variable. Alright, if a polynomial has the highest power on the variable is 3, then such type of polynomials are known as cubic polynomial. Clear? So hope you have understood. Now, one more example I have considered, that is 5x square minus 7x plus 11. So what type of polynomial is this? So what is the degree of this polynomial? Let us first understand the degree of the polynomial. It is a polynomial or not? Yes, it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because the power on the variables are the whole numbers. That's why it is a polynomial. Now comes next, so what is the degree of the polynomial? What is the degree? What can you see the power, highest power on the variable? Yes, highest power on the variable is 2. Since the highest power on the variable is 2, degree of the polynomial is what? 2. Highest power on the variable is 2, so degree will be 2. If degree of the polynomial is 2, then what kind of polynomial is this? This is called quadratic polynomial. What? Quadratic. Quadratic. D-R-A-T-I-C. Quadratic polynomial. Okay, what are quadratic polynomials then? Quadratic polynomials are those polynomials whose degree means highest power is 2, maximum power is 2. Those polynomials having the highest power 2 are called the quadratic polynomial. Those polynomials having highest power 3 are called the cubic polynomial. Clear? So hope you have understood. Now any one example I am considering here, 8x minus 5. What type of polynomial is this? Yes, this kind of polynomials are called, yes, what is the power on the variable? Look at what is the degree on the degree of this polynomial. What is the degree? Highest power on the variable. Power on the variable. Remember, power on the variable, not the constant part, not the coefficient part. You need not to check the power on the constant. You need not to check power on the constant part, power on the coefficient part. You will check only the power on the variable. If the power on the variable is 3, cubic polynomial, degree is 3. Then if the power on the variable is 2, maximum power on the variable is 2, that is called degree 2. If the degree 2, then such kind of polynomials are known as quadratic polynomial. And if the maximum power on the variable is 1, that means if the degree of a given polynomial is 1, then such type of polynomials are known as linear polynomial. What are linear polynomials? Okay, so hope you have understood the degree of the polynomials. Linear polynomial, then quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomials. Okay, linear polynomials, polynomials. Clear? One more type of polynomials will come, that are, these are, suppose we have 7 y to the power 4 plus 8y cube minus 5y square minus 6y plus 7. Okay, so what whether it is a polynomial or not? Definitely it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because power on the variables are the whole numbers. Okay, and polynomials in degree 1, in one variable. Now what is the degree of the polynomial? Degree means highest power. Highest power on what? On the variable. What is the highest power on the variables in? That is 4. So what is the degree of the polynomial? 4. Yes. When a polynomial has degree 4, then such type of polynomials are known as biquadratic polynomial. What? Biquadratic polynomials. What? Biquadratic. Degree 2, then quadratic, degree 4, then biquadratic. So it is biquadratic. Biquadratic polynomial. Okay, so this 4 types of polynomials we have learned here, degree with the degree of the polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial I mentioned? The definition of the degree of the polynomial you can write as the polynomial, the highest power in case of the polynomial in one variable, the highest power in the variable are known as the degree of the power is known as the degree of the polynomial. Okay, if the degree of the polynomial is 3, then such type of polynomials are known as cubic polynomial. If the degree on the variable degree of the polynomial is 2, then such type of polynomials are known as quadratic polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 1, then such type of polynomials are known as linear polynomial. And if the maximum power, that means degree of the polynomial, is 4, then such type of polynomials are known as biquadratic polynomials. Okay, so today you have learned what is constant, what is variable, what is algebraic expression, what are polynomials. Clear? Then different types of polynomials, like on the basis of the degree. Okay, degree of the polynomial is 3, then cubic. If the degree is 2, then quadratic. If the degree is 1, then linear. If the degree is 4, then it is biquadratic polynomials. Clear? So with this I am going to close today's class, and in the next video we will learn more on variable, more on polynomials, and we will try to solve the exercise of class 9 chapter 2 exercise first, that means 2.1. So till then you enjoy this and try to learn this all, and try to go through the basic whatever ideas given in their text, read, go through. Tomorrow we are going to learn more on this. Clear? So hope you have understood. Till then, enjoy it. Bye bye.